Hello everyone, my name is Nefia Nur Fitri, from the Spatial Planning and Land Management class of 2020. In this video, I will explain the steps in the procedure for determining urban area delineation, studied in Parakan district. This procedure can provide insights on the importance of efficient and targeted classification stages for urban and rural areas to minimize incorrect handling of urban and rural development in line with their functions. The use of global human settlement layer technology in this study makes the process effective, efficient, and accurate due to its scientific basis and validity. Let's discuss the steps in delineating urban areas in the case study of Parakan district. First, download GHS-POP with a 1 km resolution and GHS-BuiltS with a 1 km resolution, 2020, from the following link. Next, download the GHS-Digerba Toolkit version 2.3 from the following link by selecting the GHS-Digerba Toolkit version 2.3, choosing the ArcGIS version, online installation type, and then clicking download. Next, add the GHS degree of urbanization tools through our toolbox as follows, and then input all the necessary data. Next step, process the GHS degree of urbanization grid using GHS-POP and check reduce urban center fragmentation to ensure areas with high building concentration are still classified as urban even if the population is low. Some urban areas may not have residents but have industrial or other buildings, so they should still be classified as urban. And include GHS-BuiltS as well. After running the processing tool, you will get results in the form of GHS degree of urbanization grid at level 1 and level 2. Convert the GHS degree of urbanization grid level 2 result into polygons through raster to polygon without checking simplify polygons, so the polygons will follow the grid shape. If unchecked, the polygons will be irregular. Click the results with the administrative boundaries of the study area for further analysis. After clipping, symbolize according to grid code from the GHSL nomenclature for the next analysis step. Next, acquire population data using GHS-DUTUC by preparing administrative boundaries, converted from Polygon ZM to Polygon and the World Mall-wide Coordinate System. If not changed, the administrative boundaries cannot be processed as territorial units. Choose the GHS degree of urbanization, territorial unit classifier. Enter the territorial units as administrative boundaries, select the village/urban field in the territorial stepwise group field, and input the population raster and degree of urbanization level 2. The administrative boundaries serve as a reference for automatic delineation by the GHS degree of urbanization, territorial unit classifier. Open the GHS-DUTUC folder, select the Excel file, and view the population distribution and number per grid. Calculate the population distribution percentage per grid for each village/urban area, and sort areas with greater than 50% population in urban centers and other criteria. In this study, 12 out of 16 villages have more than 50% population in urban centers, and 4 villages have more than 50% population in urban clusters, but not more than 50% in rural clusters. According to GHSL, areas like these 6 villages should be classified as urban, along with urban centers. Further classify using the support matrix in point D of the workflow. Validate the 6 villages, as even though urban clusters are categorized as urban. High data accuracy on the detailed scale of Parakan district requires validation. Villages with more than 50% population in urban centers and identified as urban by BPS should be classified as urban. And rural clusters as rural, if more than 50% population is in rural clusters and identified as rural by BPS. Validate built-up land grids and field surveys to strengthen the urban area delineation basis. Next step, identify urban service coverage using urban infrastructure, junior high schools, and one of the method uses is isochrones. First, prepare the junior high school location data in QGIS for service coverage analysis. Next, open plugins to manage and install plugins and search for tools, click install. Open Web to ORS Tools, then sign up to register, and get the ORS Tools activation token. Next, register, activate, log in, and request a token in the Request a Token section. Copy the token from the Keys section. Enter the API key from the request token into Web to ORS Tools and Provider Settings to enable ORS Tools. Process ORS Tools in batch jobs, then isochrone from layers. Select foot walking as the transportation mode, junior high schools, as analysis points, choose distance dimension, and enter radii of 1 km, 2 km, and 6 km. The service coverage result will be a delineation of areas reachable within the specified radii, based on SNI, and Temanggung Regency Junior High School Service Zone Policy. This study will produce final delineation and urban service coverage as follows. This research framework can be applied to all areas, adjusting to local characteristics for accurate delineation. Ensure data recency and resolution for better study scale alignment. This procedure aims to be an input for adaptive spatial planning, meeting regional needs through proper urban and rural area delineation.